This story was sent to me by T Maxi, and the very first thing I had sent back to them when I had saw this was, I can't even be upset. I can't even begin to be upset at what just happened. So in case y'all are a little bit oblivious to what you saw two men in court whose name is Anthony Dees and Jerome Stewart, and they attacked this guy who was being carried away after being sentenced. So you know that this had to be something personal as to why they attacked him. The reason they attacked him is because this man who was arrested and convicted of a major crime, his name is Dale Williams, and back in 2017 he killed their mother. This guy, Dale Williams, was in a relationship with her. So it wasn't just some random attack from some random individual or an attempted robbery or anything like that. Like, they knew this man, and this man was in a relationship with their mother, and he murdered her. And he was supposed to be sentenced that day. But right before the judge was passing down the sentence, emotions got high. And when something like that happens and someone gets taken away from you in such a brutal way, you can't control yourself. So you saw it in the video. They leaped forward, they jumped for him, and they pretty much, in so many words, beat his ass. Like, they got him. It got him good. Unfortunately, had it been me and I was security in that courtroom, I probably would have been the one to turn my head and be like, I don't see nothing, or let them get a few hits in before I had to make my move. Now, as you saw, one of them had to get tased and everything like that. And I'm sure in some of those cases like that, I'm sure a lot of security that doesn't like to want to have to do something like that because they know what it is. But at the end of the day, they're like, we still got a job and everything like that. We don't want to get fired and all things like that. So they have to follow the protocol. Now, as it comes to her two sons, the two that you see in the picture, they both were charged with assault and contempt of court charges, which I knew was going to happen. It's unfortunate that actually did happen, but they have to follow the rules of the court at the end of the day, and that's what ended up happening. However, I am glad that they were able to get and put hands and feet on this man before they took him out. Now, like I said, the guy who killed their mother was supposed to be sentenced that day, but they had to postpone it to Monday. And then also they were supposed to do sentencing for the sons on Friday, but that had to get postponed as well to Monday because they said that the courthouse had a bomb threat, so they had to close it, and they pretty much have to wait and do both of theirs, the killer and the sons, on the same day. Now, of course, the killer, he's most likely going to get life in prison. The sons are probably just going to get a few days in jail, maybe a month at best, maybe even less. But, who knows what might actually happen. But I do give kudos to these two for actually initiating some street jungle justice, because, I'm all for, if you want to go after the person that does this, because you never, like, when you murder someone that's close to you, especially someone that helped bring you into this world, someone who has raised you, and when you don't, that's just unforgivable. And they said this is our only opportunity to get this guy. We never got a chance to actually put hands on him for what he actually did. This is the opportunity. They took that opportunity. They took that leap of faith, literally and figuratively, and beat his ass. And I'm not even upset at him. Like, did you see how he pulled that man out of that chair when he knocked him, and he pulled him out the chair and continued to go in on him? And then the other son came from the side and went on him too. So, because at first when I was looking at the other son in the red, I'm like, is he a prisoner too? Because the colors were almost identical, but I was like, oh, that's the other son. But I can't even be mad. I cannot be mad when stuff like that is, when the emotions are high. You can't control yourself. And in my honest opinion, this was justifiable. And I'm sure they already knew what consequences was going to happen as far as them getting hit with these charges and have to spend a little bit of time in jail, but they didn't care. That's a mentality that many of us have to have when it comes to situations such as these. They did not care that they were going to get hit with charges. They didn't care that they would have to get jail time. All they cared about was putting hands on the guy that murdered their mother. And they were successful with that. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. I will talk to you in the next one.